Hey guys, it's Dr. Justin Marchegiani here. Today's video is going to be on tips for good hydration. We're going to connect the dots with hydration, good clean water, and mineral levels, and using water to do so. All right, so let's dive in. How much water should you drink today? There's a couple of generalized recommendations. One is half your body weight in ounces. All right, so if you're 200 pounds, right, 200 times 0.5, right, and then that's going to be 100, and then you convert it to ounces. That's a generalized recommendation. Now, we can adjust that. The more you're exercising, the more you're sweating, we can increase the amount. The more sedentary you are, and the more the temperature is, adequate, you're not overly sweating based on just sitting there because it's a hot day out, summer, fall versus winter, adjust that. We can also look at your urine. How does your urine look? We should want your urine a tinge of yellow to it. A tinge of yellow is ideal. Now, if you're consuming extra B vitamins, you may see that go a little bit more yellow, but in general, a tinge of yellow to it's a pretty good rule of thumb. Now, we want to make sure that we're good at getting good minerals in our water, because if we're not getting good minerals in our water, sometimes we may not feel like we can quench our thirst. This is a common thing. People are like, I can't ever get my thirst quenched. What's going on? Well, first thing is put a pinch of minerals in your water. So you can do a couple of things. I like Redmond's Real Salt. Redmond's Real Salt is really good. Basically, you are putting high quality sodium and chloride in there, right? But you're also sodium, chloride, but we also want maybe some magnesium. That won't be as high in the Redmond's Real Salt, but we're going to have other trace minerals. There's 72 trace minerals in that product. We may also do something called New Salt, which is potassium chloride. That's really good too. You can do this with cream of tartar as well. That's going to get you extra potassium, and there's some good trace mineral products out there. One called 40,000 volts is a really good product by Trace Mineral Research. You can add that to your water if the Redmond's Real Salt doesn't work. Endure is another good one too, and this is great. So you can get extra minerals in your water. What you'll find is when you add that in, you're going to feel like your hydration is quenched. Like you don't need extra hydration. That thirst is quenched, so to speak. That can be helpful. So pinch of Redmond's Real Salt. If you're getting bottled water, try to get it out of a glass. I mean, you can do Pellegrino is really great. I'm a big fan being in Austin. I love Topo Chico is excellent as well. Perrier is reasonable. These are all going to have total dissolved solids of 200 or up. And he's going to have good minerals dissolved in there. Now, there's some good products that are in plastic bottles too. Fiji's really good. Evian's really good. There's some good Icelandic water out there too that's great. Voss is really good. They're going to have excellent minerals in it. Try to buy from stores that don't have a reputation of leaving their plastic out in the sun, right? Plastic's not necessarily a bad thing if you're going through airports and you're traveling. You don't want to worry about banging or breaking a glass bottle. I get that. So try to buy from places that don't leave it out in the sun. That way you have a less chance of leaching any of the toxic xenoestrogens, BPA, etc. that are in those plastic bottles. So hydration really important. If you have cramps, potassium's a big thing. Potassium and magnesium are the big ones for cramps. So make sure we lean on potassium. Magnesium you'll probably have to take supplementally, whether you do a foot soak or a bath in Epsom salt, which is typically magnesium chloride, or whether you do a magnesium glycinate or citrate or malate. These are all great forms of magnesium. I have one called Magnesium Supreme. It's a magnesium malate, links below. And also regarding water filtration, we gotta make sure the water is clean. We don't want added chemicals, toxins. We don't want runoff of pharmaceutical drugs or any of these things in there. So a couple of general water filtration things that we can do. So there's gravity filters like Berkey's a really common one that's pretty good. It's a nice travel one. It's a little bit cheaper. I used to have one for a while. The problem is I forget to fill it up the night before. I wake up in the morning, have no water, and it takes time to filter it. So I wasn't a huge fan of the time component. So I use two. I have an under-the-counter reverse osmosis filter. It's like 6 to 8 stage. I like that because it filters out fluoride 100% or close, 98%. It's going to filter out all the pharmaceuticals. It's going to actually have a post filter that will add some extra minerals on the backside as well. Oh, also calcium is another big mineral we may add in as well too. And so that's going to add minerals in as well. I even will pinch minerals on top of that. So in my house, I have an RO filter And then right where it is, I have good Redmond's real salt, and I'll have some additional minerals to play around with, and I'll add to my water on top of everything I'm doing. Now that cleans it out. So good recommendations are the ones that I'm only recommending products that I actually use, try, and like. So good link is justinhealth.com/water. I'll put the link down below. There you're gonna see the Pelican filters that are really good. I use their RO. I've used the Aquasana RO filters as well. RO stands for reverse osmosis. And I do have a whole house water filtration as well. That's nice because one, I don't have to worry about buying all different shower filters for the water, right? From the showers, because all the water goes to a whole house. The whole house is not gonna be quite as good because the whole house is gonna be carbon-based. All right, carbon-based. That's typically like an activated charcoal. And that will filter out some good stuff. It's pretty good. The RO is gonna do a little bit better. So my stance is I don't necessarily need RO whole house. It's a lot more expensive. So I do the RO for drinking water. So I'll do it in my kitchen. And I'll primarily drink out of that one or cook with that one. And then I'll do whole house for all my showers. And if I get up in the middle of the night or I'm just feeling lazy and don't want to go downstairs, I can still drink out of that water in the faucet, and it's still going to be really, really clean. Won't quite be as good as an RO, but you know, for certain times of the day out of convenience, it's still really good. And then I can feed my pets out of that water conveniently too, and it's still going to be cleaner than most bottled water you get in the store. So RO is going to be your prime drinking water. Add additional minerals. The big problem with RO is a lot of them deplete the minerals. Some have a post-mineral filter that adds minerals back in. That may not be enough. That's why I have additional minerals that I'll pinch into the water. Whole house is great just for convenience and having good clean water coming out of the shower heads and such. You don't have to buy individual shower filters. So if you have 3 or 4 showers, you know, it can be $100 a year for shower filters, and you can save that. So you can get a good countertop RO filter for around $300 to $400, totally worth it. Once you factor in how much you spend on water a week, maybe it's 20 or 30 bucks for your family. Well, you're breaking even in 4 to 6 months. And then a whole house system is probably about the one that I use here, the Aquasana version, about $1,000, $800 to $1,000. But once you factor in, if you have a whole family and you have different showers and such, it pays for itself typically within about 6 months. All right, again, this is Dr. J signing off here. Water is so important. Our body is 70% water. We need good, clean water. We don't want toxins in our water, pesticides, Roundup, glyphosate residue, pharmaceutical drugs, all that nasty stuff. We want to filter it out. Parasites, those kind of things, right? Big outbreak 20 years ago in Milwaukee with Cryptosporidium, which is a parasite. So get a good filtration for your water setup. Get a whole house, or start with an under-the-counter reverse osmosis, and that'll help get you really good clean water. Add minerals to it as well. And if you want to dive in deeper, click below to access my links. And if you want to schedule with myself or my colleagues. If you enjoy, thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell. All right, you guys have a phenomenal day. Take care, y'all. Bye.